We're doing it right? Don't worry. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Dobre wieczór. And of course, good day, mates. Are we ready to celebrate the marriage of Anna and Adon tonight? Yay! All right. Well, it's lovely to meet you all. I'm Nico, the bride and groom's officiant. Sorry, for the Aussies. I'm the celebrant. And also for the Polish family. As Anna puts it, I'm the furthest thing from a Catholic priest that still permits her to be legally married. Before we start our non-traditional ceremony, just a few announcements. First of all, everyone can hear me okay? Yep. Yeah? Great. Second, the happy couple requests that we join them in being present for this memorable ceremony. Luckily for us, we have Pamela here tonight. One of my personal favorite photographers is going to make sure every moment is beautifully captured. So if we haven't already, let's please silence our devices and leave them in our pockets. I'm looking at you, Mom. I was warned about you, about photo taking, and the aunties. Is that you, Karen, Lynn? No. Okay, all right. Well, we've got our eye on you. Pamela has, look at those cameras. Very beautiful lenses. She's got it covered. Immediately following the ceremony, you're invited to join Anna and Adon for laughter, libations, and light bites, which will be over where the welcome drinks were, so just head back over there. And during cocktail hour, close family and friends are invited to take some photos. Look out for our amazing planner, Courtney, who will come grab you when the time is right. As we all know, Anna and Adon have ventured to far corners of the earth to find one another, and they continue to battle tempest and time to be together. No two people are more deserving of being forever united than them. So what do you say? Are you all ready and willing to help me celebrate them and make sure they have some fun tonight? Yes. All right, great. Adon, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, everyone, let's get to it. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the marriage of Adon Lumley and Anna Smicinski.
This is all part of the show, right? I know what's happening.
Musical chairs.
Yeah, we swap, right?
So maybe plant your feet like here. Feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good.
Beautiful view.
It's unreal. It's a nice present. The sun's gonna come out, I reckon.
Yeah, just in time.
Just in time. It's gonna be perfect.
Is that the first time you saw her today?
First time.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
That dress is
Incredible.
really
I had no idea what to expect. It's probably taking her a while to get down the stairs.
She might have just taken the door the other way.
Yeah, it's an elevator, right? So.
Please rise for the beautiful bride. Just watch that right behind you.
Hold my hands.
She will. She's gonna.
Oh,
He's very eager.
Yeah.
He's ready for this. Beautiful. All right, go ahead and hold hands. Perfect. Perfect. All right, ready? Yes. Please be seated. Well, folks, we're here. This is really finally happening. Not only are we all gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Anna and Adon, but we also managed to get the two of them in the same room together for this special occasion. Real talk, the story of Anna and Adon is a story of love against all odds. Truly, these are two people whose love spans 7 years, 4 continents, at least, I think, multiple time zones, and thousands of dollars in long-distance phone bills. Seriously, your whole relationship is like a Super Bowl commercial for WhatsApp. I mean, come on, a world-class performer and an out-of-this-world aviator have chosen one another, forging a romantic partnership that has withstood deployment, being multiple oceans apart, and countrywide lockdowns, in an epic globe-trotting tale of commitment and enduring love. And while this, your wedding day, marks the beginning of a new whirlwind chapter, it is far from the start of your story. To understand just how romantic, inspiring, and yes, complicated their love story truly is, to appreciate how much they've already weathered together, we need to go back to where it all began, to their humble origins. Because the tale of Anna Smaczynski and Adon Lumley begins like any average love story. On a hot air balloon floating high above the African Serengeti. Sharing a birthday with her mother, Anna and her mom decide to fulfill a lifelong dream of Anna's to see the majestic wildlife of Tanzania. But since the safari no longer offers tours at night, which is when most of the animals roam free, they book a hot air balloon tour that leaves at sunrise, requiring a drive through the plains while the sun is still down. Smart. Meanwhile, having been in the Australian Air Force since he was 17, Adon racked up a considerable amount of leave, so he begins a 7-month vacation in Africa, convincing his friend Colin to join him on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to ride a hot air balloon. Except when they arrive at the balloon site, it isn't the sunrise that catches Adon's attention. Anna and Adon both remember the first time they saw one another, feeling excited to be ushered into the same balloon, albeit on opposite sides of the basket. Anna was sporting a Brooklyn Nets hat, the basketball team she worked for at the time, and Adon remembers noticing her beautiful eyes, her amazing smile, and thinking, who the hell is this? Is this what happens in Africa? And as the balloon rises above the Serengeti, Anna looks over at Adon, who's already drawing attention to himself and making everyone laugh, and she remembers thinking, who is this incessantly loud Aussie who is sucking all the hot air out of this balloon? Adon wants to take a shot at introducing himself to her. I mean, a sunrise chance encounter thousands of feet over the plains of Africa. It doesn't get more romantic than this. Plus, he recognizes that this moment will make a hilarious and memorable story that a talented and handsome officiant will one day tell at their wedding. So like all intelligent men who want to get a woman's attention, he ignores her. Yeah, he spends the entire balloon ride talking to a different woman. Adon's strategy may have remained unknown to Anna, except for the fact that Eva is wearing a GoPro on her head, and playback of the footage reveals that Adon was constantly stealing glances at Anna from over across the basket. Not so sly after all. Safely back on Earth, Adon manages to sit next to Anna during their champagne breakfast. Finally breaking the ice with this beautiful woman, he asks her about her job with the Nets, escalating his pickup strategy from ignoring her to insulting her by asking her if she works in admin. This is when Adon is first introduced to what he describes as Anna's resting Polish face. So he quickly reverts back to ignoring her, chatting up everyone except for Anna, and believe it or not, it works. Because Anna starts thinking, he is handsome and charismatic, and he is making everyone smile. And you know what? Yeah, why is he so interested in talking to everyone here except for me? But the person Adon makes sure to spend the most time talking to is Eva. It's Mom who encourages him to look her daughter up when he passes through New York. So when it comes time for Anna to leave and she can't find Adon, when Adon leaves and he can't find Anna, he says goodbye to Mom instead. And when Anna returns from the bathroom to discover that Adon has left without saying goodbye, she feels upset to have missed the opportunity to stay in touch with that cute guy she met on that African safari. Which is, of course, why Mom did not miss the opportunity. She made sure to give Anna's Facebook info to Adon, pestering him to friend her, which he did, and thanks to her, today, they're getting married. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the moral of this whole story. The next time you're single and decide to go on a romantic African safari, you better bring your mama. The second chapter of Anna and Adon's story takes place in New York City. Adon does reach out, and Anna's excited to see him, feeling that the unique experience in Africa has bonded them. Adon is actually shocked that Anna agrees to meet up. I mean, a goofy Aussie comes to the States and chats up a cheerleader? What is this, a 90s rom-com about the American dream? So they spend a romantic evening out on the town, which Anna does not consider to be a date. Right, because when a man you barely know, whom you met on a hot air balloon in Africa, invites you out to dinner and takes you to a Broadway show, his interest in you is obviously purely platonic. Don't get it wrong, she was definitely feeling the chemistry, but Anna has always been very clear about one thing. She will not, under any circumstances, get involved in a long-distance relationship. So when Adon wins tickets to see Aladdin, asks her out again, Anna has dinner with him but passes on the show. She says goodbye, and on her drive home, she gets not one, but 2 parking tickets on the same night. This begins what they refer to as the curse of Aladdin, because obviously she should have gone with him. But luckily she didn't. Well, luckily for Ewing, that random South Korean guy that you gave your ticket to and spent a lovely evening with. I mean, you sure you don't want to get married to Ewing? Sounds like a nice guy. Adon visits Anna one more time, coming to see her perform at a Nets game, and then that's it. Adon leaves town, clearly crushing on this girl, but having no idea if she likes him. They share the occasional text message, but they don't see each other again for almost an entire year. Anna finishes grad school, leaves New York, and really has no idea what comes next. It's while home in Poland that her mom asks, "Hey, whatever happened to that cute Australian you hit it off with?" Anna explains that he's home in Australia, and so mom responds, "You know, you'll never know if you don't go." Mom just crushing it with the matchmaker. Can we hear it for Eva, everybody? Let's get a round of applause. So there's Adon, having settled back into his Air Force career, content with his uncomplicated life, until Anna calls. So they hop on a Skype. You guys remember Skype? Oh, damn you, Zoom. They talk for hours, and Anna's reminded of their connection, of how easy Adon is to talk to, of how he's the total opposite of her. You know, positive and optimistic. So Anna proposes the idea of coming to visit him. Adon is nervous. I mean, are they friends? Are they more than friends? How long is she staying? Why is she coming? What are her expectations? Whatever the answers, he doesn't want to be presumptuous, so he sets up the spare bed, hoping maybe he won't have to use it. Anna arrives into Melbourne, excited to see the city that Adon has described to her as the Manhattan of Australia. But she doesn't get to see much of it because Adon drives her away from the city and then continues driving for 3 hours into the middle of absolute nowhere. I'm, of course, referring to where Adon was stationed at the time, the tiny town of Sale. So there's Anna, having just flown halfway around the world, thinking, well, shit, if I wanted to spend a weekend in a cheap farm town, I could have gone 40 minutes outside of Warsaw. But Adon makes it worth her while, remembering Anna's love for animals and surprising her with trips to the Koala Island to see the penguin parade, making her a candlelit dinner, and having noticed that it just so happened to be playing in Melbourne, he takes her to see Aladdin. And he must have broken the curse, because this time they finally share their first kiss. Before Anna leaves, Adon half-jokingly asks her to stay forever. He says he knew then that Anna was the one. She's intelligent, capable, hardworking, and that despite his stubbornness, Anna is always the smartest person in the room. Similarly, that trip reveals to Anna the beauty of Adon's resilience, that they share the same values, and that he is genuinely a good person. So in that moment, she comes to 2 important conclusions. The first is that this charming and thoughtful man is well worth being in a long-distance relationship with. And the second is that Adon needs to get out more, because Melbourne is not the Manhattan of Australia, and Sale, at best, is the Kansas of Australia, and regardless of how she feels about him, she will not be moving down under, and ever since, she has been scheming up ways to get this great guy out of that country. Speaking of, no one has told Air Marshal Hupfeld that this wedding is happening, right? Guys, mum's the word? All right. Adon says that despite the challenges of doing long distance, the joy of talking to Anna every day and building trust with her over the years has created a comfortable sense of ease in their relationship. He told me that when he's with her, he feels centered and balanced and happy. And frustrated and angry and annoyed and all those good things too. But really, and I'm going to quote him here, he said, "She is my match. The connection that we have, she speaks directly to my soul." It's no wonder then that during Christmas time in 2017, while sitting on the floor of her new home in Los Angeles, just as Anna fills her mouth with pad thai, Adon blurts out that he loves her. Suddenly, Anna isn't afraid of the distance between them because she knows then that this feels right. She told me that Adon always lifts her up, that he's endlessly supportive of her and really is her best friend. I'm going to quote her now as well when she says, "It doesn't matter where he is in the world because he will always be there for me. I never have to worry about that." So Anna put her bowl down and kissed him, after she finished chewing, I hope. And then it was happily ever after. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. And then Adon gets deployed to South Sudan. Right. This was a very trying chapter for both of them. Adon acknowledges that while Anna chose to be with him, she never chose the risks that his job requires, and says that it was having Anna's enduring support throughout his deployment that confirmed for him that this woman, this inspiring, stubborn, passionate person, is the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong too. Spend the rest of his life annoying, is what he said. So they decide two things together. One, they want to get engaged, and two, they will never again spend more than 3 months apart. So Adon buys a ring, starts planning the perfect proposal, vows never to be away from Anna for long, and then a global pandemic traps them in separate countries for 18 months. But their love persevered yet again. All throughout COVID, they spoke every day. Adon says this is when he learned that nothing is more important than family, than building a life with Anna, and that what he wants most of all is to spend every moment with her. And so on Anna's 30th birthday, Adon is finally able to whisk her away to a vegan hotel in Greece, where overlooking the Mediterranean, he asks her to be his wife. Anna cried, in part because she was happy, in part because why did it have to be Santorini? But also because marriage is still kind of intertwined with patriarchy, and there's a lot about Catholic traditions that feel antithetical to her. And yes, she wants to be legally married, but not like traditionally married, not like in a church. And I don't know if this part actually happened, but I imagine Adon standing up and kissing her on the mouth to get her to stop rambling like at the end of a cute romantic comedy. Because regardless of faith or tradition, no matter where either of them may be on planet Earth, their hearts will always be together. Which brings us to today, your wedding day, and to me, your non-denominational man of the cloth. Today proves that love really can conquer all, no matter the distance, and that yes, you really can come to America and marry a cheerleader. Well, Anna and Adon, here we are. I invite you to take just a few moments to look at all the family and friends that you've gathered here today and appreciate this. It's not often that we get to be with all the people we love most in this world, but here they are, celebrating you as individuals, championing your relationship, and helping to usher in the next chapter of your love story. We're all here for you because we want the two of you to experience the best, brightest, happiest life together. And we mean like together, so please work on that. Anna Smachinsky and Adon Lumley, do you openly and freely declare your love and commitment to one another and excitedly join together today in marriage?
We do.
We do.
All right. And do you, their family and friends, vow to love and support them in this marriage and possibly transfer them some of your airline miles?
Yes.
All right. And do you, Adon's Air Force buddies, in the case of an absolute emergency, vow to help Adon steal a military aircraft so that he can fly it to America and be with Adon? Anna? There we go. Witnesses. Witnesses. In the spirit of community, we're now going to do something special. Anna and Adon invite all of you to participate in a ring warming ceremony. I'm sure we could all use a little warming. Dylan, may I please have the bride and groom's wedding rings? Thank you. So before Anna and Adon exchange these rings, I'm going to pass them around to all of you. And I ask that each of you take a moment with them, one at a time, to warm them in your hands with a silent wish, blessing, or prayer. These rings will then carry your thoughts of good fortune, health, and love as Anna and Adon wear them throughout their marriage. Good vibes only, please, no voodoo. So we're actually going to start here. Dylan, you've already started. So just pass that this way. It's going to make its way back, so you'll pass it behind you, Allison, and then you'll just transfer it over the aisle, and I guess it'll end with Brittany over there. And Brittany, I'll grab them for you, okay? So Dylan and Brittany, just try to keep an eye on them. If we lose them, you guys got to buy new ones. Please be careful handing them off, by the way. As the ring warming begins, I now ask Georgia to come join us for a special reading of the poem On Marriage by Khalil Gibran. Georgia? Do you want to stand, or do you think you can just hold the mic? You got it? All right. You got it.
And he answered, saying, You were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the white wings of death scatter your days. Aye, you shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone. Even as the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping. But only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow.
Thank you. I'll take that. Thank you. Thank you, Georgia. How we doing? Still good?
Yeah.
I know. So back in 2017, when Anna first visited Adon in Australia, before she returned to the States, she bought Adon a bottle of champagne to thank him for his hospitality. A seemingly ordinary gesture, except that Adon really took it to heart. This bottle commemorated the start of their relationship, the beginning of their love story, and so he wanted to open it with her on a special occasion. There were many moments in which he thought perhaps now is the right time, but none ever felt auspicious enough. As months turned into years, the idea of saving the bottle grew, and he thought perhaps they'd open it together when they got engaged. But unfortunately, he forgot to bring it to Greece. So now here we are, gathered on their wedding day, and you know what? He remembered to bring it. To celebrate their marriage, Anna and Adon are finally going to open the bottle that she gave him 6 years ago. But first, to continue this accidental tradition, they're going to box a new bottle to be saved and opened on their 10th wedding anniversary. This is the same champagne. Well, it's wine now, technically, right? Okay. The point is that after being married for 10 years, they're going to need a bigger bottle. So why don't you guys come on over here. So let's feel free to open the, go ahead, open the box. And as a gift to you both, I'm also including a copy of this ceremony, so that when you enjoy, there it is, it's inside. When you enjoy the champagne together 10 years from now, you can relive the words that were spoken today and recall all of the love and laughter that was experienced. Like a good wine, your love will mature and deepen with age, unlike Adon. When you next see this bottle and drink its bubbles, you will have undoubtedly faced more hardships, but you will remain together, stronger than ever, ready to face the next 10 years with a new perspective, an even deeper respect for one another, and most of all, a good buzz.
There you go.
Good, make sure it stays. Great. Yeah. All right. Let's return to the front. The original bottle will be opened soon in celebration. But first, Brittany, the rings, please. Thank you. All right. Okay. Anna and Adon. Just moments ago, these rings were cold metal bands. But now they have been blessed with the goodwill of your community. That means that these rings are now precious metals. Sorry, I can't avoid a good pun. In all honesty, they have now become priceless. They serve as a physical totem of your vows, a circular symbol of love without end. Okay, Anna, would you please take Adon's ring, place it on his finger, and hold it there for a moment. Adon, do you take Anna to be your lawfully wedded wife, to be true to her in good times and bad, in sickness and in health, to check that all the doors are locked before she goes to sleep every night, and to spend less of the limited time that you have together shopping for clothes that you can't get in Australia? But most importantly, do you vow to support and encourage her, to love and to honor her, no matter the distance, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Adon, please take Anna's ring, place it on her finger, and hold it there a moment. Anna, do you take Adon to be your lawfully wedded husband, to be true to him in good times and bad, in sickness and in health, to not be frustrated if you don't fall asleep together at the exact same time every night like cartoon bears, but most importantly, to support and encourage him, to love and to honor him, no matter the distance, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Well, then let's make this official. The newlyweds have chosen to do something fun to seal the deal. This being a gathering of close family and friends, they've decided to sign the marriage license right here in front of everyone. That, and who knows the next time they're going to be together, so let's do this while we still can. They've chosen as their official witnesses Dylan and Brittany. So Dylan, Brittany, would you please join us? And to entertain you during this public display of bureaucracy, we now invite Ariane up to perform the song Fly Me to the Moon. Ariane? So everyone, let's gather over here and I'll get you situated. There you are.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ariane. We're almost done. Thank you. Beautiful musical accompaniment.
I'm not signing anything.
Yeah.
We witnessed. I think we got it.
Yeah, I gotta sign it though. You see, that's the whole.
Make sure you really sign it.
Yeah, look, hey, let me. Oh my goodness.
Don't joke about that. All right. And now I'm going to sign it.
Don't go out of the box.
All right. Thank you very much. Dylan and Brittany, you can return to your seats. You guys can return to the front. I'll be right there. Okay. Well, let's celebrate. I don't know why I moved you back over here because it's time to open that champagne bottle. Let's do it. Let's open the champagne. I'm sorry to make you walk back and forth. To be fair, you guys didn't want a rehearsal.
I thought about it. I'm getting the pop. It's sprayed everywhere.
6 years, here it comes. All right, should we cheer? Woo! As Anna and Adon look forward to the future, they hope to soon finally live together, although Adon admits that Anna may end up killing him. But Anna feels oddly at ease about the whole thing, committing to go with the flow after coming to realize that everything that's good in her life has happened unexpectedly. Like that fateful morning over Tanzania, where two souls from opposite sides of the globe found one another above the mountains. So it's fitting that here in the Malibu mountaintops, the clouds departed just in time to finally give you two some clear skies ahead. And this is where you join together in matrimony. So, enjoy your champagne. I now pronounce you husband and wife. All right, well,
It's not worth waiting.
do you guys want to walk? Do you want to leave with your champagne? Do you want to, whatever you want. Let's just get this over with before Air Marshal Hupfeld realizes what just happened. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the bride and groom. Thank you, everyone. This was a joy. Cocktail hour begins. Thank you.